I teach history through art, which is a history elective. Dr. Ross teaches fashion and interior design.
So we're working on a joint project because her class was doing a history, a social art project, and we were doing a fashion project where we were going to actually start creating some fashion designs. So it kind of melded really well together because they were doing a history project where they had to research the impact of fashion on history.
We knew what we wanted like the final project to be, and then we worked our way backwards from there and made sure we added elements from my class and my curriculum as well as her class and her curriculum. And it's really cool because we've got like almost every single group has students from my classroom and Dr. Ross's classroom.
So basically we research a topic, so it's like 80s, you can do 60s fashion, you can do 90s fashion, whatever. And basically you develop a presentation about it and then build actually what you're presenting. So it can be inspired by it, and like you draw it out beforehand. And once you try it out and set it up, then you take do the presentation for it.
Our design is based off quinceañeras because we really wanted to show off another culture, because all the other assignments that were the choices that we could pick from were like all from the United States, and we really wanted to do something that showed more about other diversity in other cultures.
And students had a lot of choice. They could figure out what interested them, what social statements they knew fashion already makes in their day-to-day lives, but also they got to research and find out a little bit about social statements that they weren't aware of, whether it was being like eco-friendly or the idea of like not having fast fashion or gender roles, socioeconomic status. They learned about all of that just by researching clothing.
So they basically just researched everything about the history of the quinceañeras and like the background information. Yeah, and it's related to fashion, so that's where I come in, and I basically just like do the designs.
I learned that people really like to wear this sort of clothing, like seriously. I didn't think it was like a serious thing that you would wear a power suit, but it actually was, and now I can see why, or like what the reason behind it is.
The entire class will be presenting to each other, and so they'll be presenting they had to have a presentation, so they'll do their presentation. They have to show their sketch, which was their first kind of step in the actual big piece, and then they'll show everybody their big piece, and then we're going to display their big fashion pieces in Gallery G.